Okay. Hello, hello. My name is Erica Gonzalez. I am your one-star double platinum and team leader of Team Unstoppables. And today we're going to go ahead and go over how to be able to utilize Meta to schedule your content, especially when it comes down to your business page. So first off, we want to go ahead and make sure you are in your Meta business page. If you don't know how to get there, well, you can go ahead and normally go into your normal Facebook, right? And then just click right here on your account and go ahead and hit Meta Business Suite. Once you go ahead and do that, it's going to go ahead and send you to this section right here. Right, it's going to look like this. On here on the left side, the only thing I want you to go ahead and do is just click Planner. Once you hit Planner, I like to go ahead and do it monthly. You can do it weekly, but I like to do it monthly. So like that, I can see my whole calendar for the whole month. Now, as you can see, there's already some stuff going on. Anything in green, that means it's me that I have put something in there, some shape, form, any content. As you can see on the second, I didn't put anything because I totally forgot. But I'm also connected to my Instagram. You are also able to go ahead and connect. If you have an Instagram account, connect your Instagram and your Facebook. So like that, when your Facebook does post, it does post also on your Instagram account. You have that option to do so as well, which you can go ahead and do it on the home settings and do all of that. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and get going on this section. Usually when you go ahead and have something you want to go ahead and post, right? Depending on the further out, I believe you can schedule out 29 days out that it will let you schedule out. So if you have like a whole month of content that you have available, instead of waiting daily to go ahead and post it, what you can go ahead and do is schedule for the whole month, and that's it. You don't have to worry about anything. I know we have some trainings that have content like usually the 30-day content or anything like that, that you can go ahead and get that available for. Now for today, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and show you how to utilize this information. Okay. So once you go ahead and choose a month that you want to go ahead and have this on. So in my case, let's just say I'm going to go, since I don't have anything on the 28th, which would be this Sunday. What you will hit is you're going to hit the plus section right here, and you're going to go ahead and go to schedule post. So not only are you able to schedule posts, you can schedule stories, and you can go ahead and schedule reels as well. So that's pretty cool that we're able to do that also before we weren't able to do so. So we're going to go ahead and click schedule post. Okay. Once you go ahead and click schedule post, you're going to see this section right here. You're going to see, again, since mine is connected to Instagram, you're going to see both Facebook and Instagram attached to it. If you do not have your Instagram attached to it, you're not going to see Instagram. Okay, just an FYI. You're also able to go ahead and schedule the time you want it on. In my case, since I already clicked the 28th, that's why you see the 28th on there. But let's just say you're like, darn, no, it's not the 28th. I want it on the 29th. You're able to click on there and change the date if you wish to do so. Okay. So in my case, like I said, I'll just go ahead and put the 29th. You can schedule the times you wanted to do so as well. You can schedule it if you're more into like the 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock morning person. You can schedule it out at that time frame. I usually schedule it out at 10. That's just me. If I have more stuff to go ahead and post, then I'll do maybe another one at 12, another one at 3. So it just kind of depends, because I sometimes do schedule out more than one thing a day. So in this case, again, we're just going to go ahead and do the 10 o'clock on both of them and put save. We're going to go ahead and scroll a little bit up. Well, all of it up. And here's where you're going to go ahead and see media and your text. Here you see it empty because nothing has been done yet. All right. So whenever you want to go ahead and put a text on here, it's going to go ahead and reflect on here as well. So for example, you see how I just put Christmas at Disney, and it went ahead and posted right here as well. All right, so on that case, now what I want to go ahead and do is photo. You're going to upload it from your desktop. Okay, and then you're just going to go ahead and download the pictures you want. Now, if you're attached to Instagram, it only is going to allow you 10 photos. Okay, if you're on Facebook itself, if you're not attached to Instagram, then you can do as many photos as you want on there as well. Okay, so as you can see, it kind of looks a little bit blurry. You have the decision of either making it or not. You can add more photos, like I said, on there. You can go, if you're doing the content for Disney, for example, you can go into Facebook. I know we have Disney for travel agents where you can go ahead and utilize their content if you wish to. And we have also our travel agent Disney site where we can use the photos. So this photo was from Disney itself, so we're able to utilize them also. Okay, so if I just do something like this, I can schedule this out and not worry about it. So let's just say we're done completely with this section, right? I already have what I want, and I already have the photo I want. If you want to add like emojis, you have the opportunity to do so as well right here. Okay, to add if you wish to go ahead and do that. You can add it like Christmas, like in my case, right? Christmas, because it's Christmas, and then Disney. So you can kind of mess around with it as you wish to do so. Then after you're done with it, let's just say this is what I want, right? We're going to go ahead and click schedule. Make sure you click schedule, and it's going to schedule out your post. Okay, so do not refresh, don't do anything, we're good. Okay, now if you go ahead and go back to the month, and if I scroll down to the 28th, you're going to be able to see that there's something now on there. Again, you can click on it and it's going to pop up what you have. Let's just say I forgot what I put on there. By just clicking on it, you're able to go ahead and see your post. Also, if you click the three little dots, you can go ahead and edit. You can reschedule it, you can duplicate it, or you can delete the post if you wish to do so. Okay, let's just say you did it twice, the 28th and the 29th, for example. Excuse me. You can go ahead and erase one of them. It needs to be. Again, since you several of these, you're able to see that I have connected the Instagram. I've had the options of not adding the Instagram account due to the fact that sometimes either the size does not match what Instagram wants it to go ahead and be, or sometimes it's too many photos more than Instagram allows me to go ahead and do so. So it just kind of varies as well. Now, I would recommend not just posting pretty pictures and that's it, right? We want to go ahead and do different varies of different content on there as well. Don't just do mock bookings also on there. Put a little bit of different stuff as well. I look into a lot of people's posts also, or a lot of influencers, what they go ahead and post. And I use some of their content as well, right? Their little stuff that they post. Because if it's travel related, I want to go ahead and make sure I also utilize it also. So for example, while the streets is calling y'all's name, airports, islands, and beaches are calling mine. So that's something interesting I would want to go ahead and do, right? So I can go ahead and download this, and I can go ahead and save it. So if I go ahead and save this image, let's just say I want to go ahead and schedule it out for the 31st this time, right? We're going to go ahead and schedule a post. Again, I already have it on the dates, the times I want, save. And if I don't want to put any text on there, that's perfectly fine. All I have to do is add photo. It's going to be the one I had. There you go. And just schedule out. Okay, so you have the choice of either adding some content like text into it or not on there as well, okay? And again, you're able to go ahead and click the month, and you'll be able to see on the 31st, I have something on there also. So I like to go ahead and go through these, kind of get some stuff, be like, oh, this is interesting, multiple streams of peace, so lots of travel. Oh, okay. So like this person is a content, they are an adventure treasure hunter and scuba diver. They're not always travel agents, but it gives you the hint of travel. So I usually go ahead and look into them. And like that, I sometimes go in there and see what content they have to see if it's funny. I tend to go ahead and post funny stuff. I post mock booking stuff. I post relevant. I post a little bit of everything as well. So not, again, not always are you, oh, just funny, or you're not always serious, or it's not always just memes. Makes sense. If you have photos where you are traveling, even better, you can post that on there, or you can have that with some kind of quote. So there's different ways you're able to go ahead and do so. This is Travel Junkies. This is they also specialize as a digital creator that specializes also in travel. So a lot of this stuff you see, Greece, right? Boom, you have a Greece photos right there. You have some of them, it does break it down for you, and this is nice content, I think so. Right, sunsets in Australia. You don't have to use all of them. You can use maybe one of these. This is awesome again to go ahead and do. So whatever your preference is, you're more than welcome to kind of look in there also and see what kind of catches your eye as well, right? This one is a travel agent's page. I like to go ahead and look into other travel agents content, right, pages, and see how they go ahead and go about. Some of them, as you can see, have just basic information right here, because not everybody does mock bookings like we are taught to, right? Maybe once or twice a week is fine, but not every day. Or every day, go ahead and put a whole bunch of information with just one picture of what's going on, right? That some people do the mock bookings with like a whole script and then like a picture. Some do with a flyer. We don't want to be like that. So maybe once or twice is fine, but not all the time. Again, look at other travel agents information, right? Their posts, see what they're posting. See how they're getting all of this content as well, and they're not even posting that much stuff, right? Now if you see something that maybe Viator might have, right? Because I know in the travel junkies, they had posted ice cream place in where I live, close to where I live. So I utilized my Viator link because I found it on Viator and connected my Viator link to that. So I posted the post plus my Viator link also. So if you have it on like an affiliate link, even better to go ahead and use. I mean, one or two mock bookings a week if you're able to. Suggested, right? Not once a month. The reason for the mock bookings as well is because you are also using it to help you with that vendor, right? You're experimenting with that vendor. So I can do Disney like today, or maybe once a week would be fine. Today I go ahead and explore Disney and I see everything in there and I'm like, okay, let me make this mock booking for them, right? And then you do it and then, hopefully you get some people interested in Disney that week. The following week you can maybe do Universal, right? Maybe you'll have Universal people interested in. So that's why you would want to go ahead and mix around with a lot of that stuff, unless you have a specialty you're already looking into. Like if you want to go ahead and specialize like in just weddings, there's certain vendors that do weddings. If you want to do honeymoon, you got like sandals and others. Disney, mine is more Disney, so a lot of my content is Disney related. So if you have already a specialty, you do, even better because you can go ahead and specialize and your page will be more of it of just that particular thing. Does that make sense? Okay. And then yeah, like I said, try the rest of the stuff. Try to go ahead and give like glimpse of other places around, the US or around the world, like this, right? You just don't want to constantly be the salesy person. Just go ahead and give some info, right? Dollywood, right? This person right here, put Dollywood Festival, put where they're at and when it is, and that's it, and put nice pictures in it. Boom, you're done. And look how many shares I got. Your thing at the end of the day is shares. Why? Because that means that not only are you getting shares and comments, but that means that they're starting to go ahead and talk about your business. Right now, you are in the eyes of more people. You're in the eyes of 3.8K plus more because when somebody shares your content, not only is it them, but it's their friends, right? And this is 3.5K comments just on the specifically thing. So imagine these people have comments on theirs, right? So that's the idea, to try to go ahead and get you out there to more people. So like that more people know you're out there, not just, just specifically that. You want to go ahead and start making content to go ahead and grab people's attention. So like that they can share your stuff or comment on your stuff, regardless of either or. Facebook does go ahead and share with more people. If you should, if there's shares or comments, either or, even better. If there's reactions to it besides the thumbs up, Facebook likes that as well. So as you can see, all of this does help. Yes. So again, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These would end up being like 7 images because it says there's 3 plus these. So you're able to go ahead and still attach your Instagram account to it if you end up adding it. Because again, it's less than 10 on there also. I would also recommend maybe, like I said, looking into other people's, see how other travel agents do it. Because again, not everybody is going to have the content of just mock bookings or all the time those nice pictures that we get. I know we get pictures from our vendors, right? Our suppliers, which are pretty, but if they're just constantly that, it doesn't give like a feel of you being genuine either, like you being a real person. So that's why I said if you have pictures of yourself or pictures of you going somewhere or some type of vacation, let's just say you're in Dollywood and you're in front of Dollywood or something, it gives like a hint, even maybe like a hand in there would go ahead and give that vibe of an actual person being there. All right. Excuse me. But that's pretty much all you're gonna all you do, right? Go ahead and look into content. I get a lot of this content through my news feeds. When I'm going through my news feeds on my phone, so that's how I know, oh look, that's travel related. And then I go in there, I click, and then I go through their stuff and I'm like, oh, this is interesting, or this relates to me, right, regarding the travel, or this is good for my content that can go ahead and help you as well. And I usually have like folders saved in my desktop under pictures. So like that I know, oh, this is for my Facebook business page. And I just go ahead and upload it. I usually go ahead and do this towards the end of the month, the beginning of the month, where I go ahead and get ready for the whole month for the previous month. Yes, it can be kind of a little bit time consuming at the beginning, but you're going to be good for the rest of the month. So you don't have to worry about, oh, I forgot to go ahead and post yesterday. I forgot to post today. Oh man, it's 12 o'clock already and I didn't post anything on my business. You want to constantly be able to post on your business every day, at least once or twice, even more if you can. Why? Because that means that you're having content, bringing out content constantly, that it's going to go ahead and show more people compared to just doing one post a day or one post every other day. If you use BranchUp, we already know. I personally don't like it because it looks too I don't know, too not, it doesn't look so personalized. So if you have BranchUp already, that's awesome. Just add on to it. So like that, if BranchUp posts at 9 o'clock in the morning, you can go ahead and maybe post at 12 o'clock. Give it some time frame. Or maybe even 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Perfectly fine. If you're gonna post maybe twice a day, which is BranchUp and yourself also, that's okay to go ahead and do. So yes. Yeah, that's kind of my look into it. I mean, it's good at the beginning for somebody that's barely starting, right? So like that they're constant in posting, which is perfectly fine. But I've been doing this for a while, and for me personally, it got to the point where it's just like, no, I'll just go ahead and do it myself, right? But to each their own. Everybody, to some people like BranchUp a lot. That's perfectly fine. I know BranchUp is coming with new features now, where which is pretty cool. It doesn't look that salesy anymore. Hopefully, within the next few weeks, and it's gonna go ahead and attach, I think, Instagram and LinkedIn and other stuff as well onto it too. So there's good stuff coming with BranchUp. Hopefully they kind of doesn't look that salesy anymore like it does right now. But like I said, it usually you also want to personalize a little bit your Facebook business page, right? To make sure so people can see that you're an actual real person and they not constantly just see BranchUp stuff, right? Again, that's perfectly fine if you do have it there, but just add yourself extra content in there. And like I said, the more you post a day, the better. But you don't also want to overdo it. You don't want to post like 10 times in one day. Make sure you spread out. What I normally do is I normally go ahead and make sure I have my 30 days or how many days the month has, right, covered. And then I start again on the first, and I'll be like, okay, so I start at 10 o'clock, for example, right? And then from there, I'll go ahead and be like, okay, so I like this. Once I'm done with the whole month, I'll be like, well, I found something else I like, so I'll start with number one again, day one, and I'll post it there. If I find something else, I'll go with number two, and so on and so forth. And once I complete again the 30 days, I'll start over. So that's why sometimes I'll have 3, 4, 5, because I always go back and start at the beginning as well. And let me see if I have maybe, so you can have an idea of what I mean. And sometimes like stuff applies to that certain day only. Like I find something, they're like, oh, today's like dog day. And I'm like, oh, darn, like I have to go in there and kind of post. So it's okay. Like for sure, as long as you have one thing in there a day, you're perfectly fine. In this case, like I have 6 stuff here, 6 stuff here. Right. Because I probably end up finding out stuff for that day. Or if it's like an important like flights today started going up, boom, I'll go ahead and go in there and try to share that information as well. But as you can see, I tend to go ahead and usually have more than one thing on there. To go ahead and have. And again, you know, we're normal where we sometimes forget. So that's why I tend to go ahead and make sure I have it for the next month ready, right? Towards the end of the month. And like that, I don't have to worry for the rest of the month as well. Because again, you sometimes forget, and it's normal because stuff happens, you'll forget. So if you just kind of one day just sit down like today, maybe it'll take you an hour, maybe less, maybe more to go ahead and find. If you have the content already, awesome. Be easy just to go in there and just schedule it. If you don't, well, it might take you a little bit further in to go ahead and do that as well. Like when I want to schedule something, like right here also, it tells me like 11 o'clock. Instagram, you know, it says your Instagram users will go ahead and I'm getting people off of that. It's their algorithm for Instagram. So they're saying you're getting more people to see your stuff at 11 o'clock. So do you want to post at 11 o'clock? And I'll be like, okay. I tend to go ahead and do 10, but sometimes I kind of go how Instagram wants me to do it. In this case, like they want 11, so I'll post something at 11 o'clock, right? As long as I have something scheduled. But otherwise than that, usually it's at 10 o'clock that I go ahead and post also. All right. Hopefully this is something informational. But otherwise than that, do you have any maybe questions, concerns? Is it something you can go ahead and do? Is it easy? Does it look difficult? This is very helpful. Thank you. Oh, you are welcome. Hopefully I kind of broke it down a little bit. Maybe hopefully it wasn't too much information, right? Because I know it's a lot, but when you kind of break it down, it kind of becomes easy to do. And the more you do it, the easier it becomes, right? So I usually recommend, like I said, towards the end of the month, do it before the previous month. Or if you see like in the trainings that there's like content, like I know I normally have like a 30-day content stuff, or me or Precious or somebody else in our team. What you can go ahead and do is kind of log in into it, get that info, and you'll have it set for the month if you don't have content already looking. But like I said, it naturally, because we are travel agents, we tend to go ahead and get sponsored or follow, you know, this may be right for you on Facebook. They're trying to give us info. Usually it's travel related. So usually I go in there and I'm like, oh, this looks interesting. Oh, this content is good. And I tend to save it just in case, because if I do lose it, then I'm like, oh, darn it. And then I go in here and just one day sit down and just be boom, plugging in. Like I said, might take you a few minutes, a few hours, hopefully not that much. But just put music, play in the background, and boom, just do it, and you should be doing that really quick. Doesn't seem as overwhelmed as I imagined. Yes, it doesn't. It's really easy. It's just maybe overthinking it, or when people don't know how to go ahead and go about it, it might seem overwhelming. But once it's broken down, you're like, oh, that's it. That's easy. I can do that. But like I said, try to go ahead and sit down at a certain time, or maybe at nighttime if you have children, or if you have a spouse. Usually nighttime are better. I do stuff at night where it's peaceful, quiet, right? And you can just maybe hear music or have some white noise in the background and just start making sure you have content already, or even throughout the day, start saving stuff. I do that on my phone too. I like screenshot stuff. And then at the end, I'm just like, oh, post here, post here. And you'll just, next thing you know, you're just like, oh, I have content for the month. Okay, I'm good. And like I said, when you find other stuff, you're more than welcome to add it to the content. Just make sure you spread out the time on there. Do you have a specific day of the week that you find it best time to schedule everything like Monday versus Friday? I mean, for me to sit down. No, there's really not. It's kind of just to each their own, right? However, you feel if you feel that you have more time on a Friday than a Monday, the only thing I would recommend is that you do it maybe towards the end of the month. Like I said, because it only gives you 29 days to schedule out. So if you do it like right now and you schedule it for next month, it's not going to give you over maybe the 25th of August. So you're not gonna have the extra days and you're gonna be like, it's not letting me. It's because it's not giving you that time frame. So there's not really a best time. Just don't wait until the actual last day. I mean, if you do, that's fine. But if you can prevent it, it's even better. Okay. All right. Any other further questions, concerns before I let you go? You are welcome. And this recording will also be in my YouTube channel. So if you want to go ahead and reflect back or kind of look back on what I did, you can go ahead and find it on there as well. You're more than welcome to find it in there as well as other trainings. It's under Erica for Travel under YouTube. Right. So thank you for joining me. Have a great day, and I'll see you in my next training. Bye.